the world. So as we all know that woman is leading the world, isn't it? So directly or indirectly. So without women, we can't even think about that whether the world can be easily move on that, because our house our our house is mainly leading by the woman. So here, though it is everything the provided, then also we found that what is that, such as the women are not getting the such as not priority to get the education, and not priority get the much preference in any kind of the jobs. So here there are some of the examples, and also be some of the areas where they have achieved those, everything it is there in this lesson. So how women change the world, that we are going to be discussing in this lesson. Okay, so dear children, I hope you have a textbook with you in page number 54 and 55. Okay, so come to the page number 54 so that you can easily look after this one. Okay, page number 54. So in the page number 54, you could see that, so how the woman is going to be, what is that, work outside of the home. Though she's working at home, she's also be working outside of the home. Okay, some of the women are educated when they got educations. So along with the working of house make work, she is also be concentrating on the other work. Okay, so how she is going to be build the world, how she's changing, that we are going to learn that. So getting an education was and still is one way to which new opportunity were created for women. So education is only the thing to modify the complete world. So when we educated, so you're all getting educating, isn't it? So you are thinking about that. Or if you don't know that, you're able to find it through the books or through the internet. How you are going to go through that? Because you have focused or you have learned the education. Okay, so the education much thing is given to you. So because of that, you're all moving to know about the what it is exactly happening in all around the world, and what is our position, and everything you are going to learn that. So the only the education, it's eradicate all the social evils of the world. Okay, so this is keep in your mind. So there are the different types of effort made by the women movement and challenge discriminate in more recent years. So nowadays, the more events is happening. Okay, the movements is happening to get the more what is that, facility and more empowerment of the women. Okay, so those everything is happening. So though that the woman is participating in all the areas. So now in a page number 55, you can focus on this. Okay, in your textbook page number 55. So what does what work, okay, sorry, who does what work? So there is a uh, six box I've given that. Okay, a farmer. So according to a farmer means whether it is men or women. So whatever it comes, that you just draw it there. And a factory worker, a nurse, and a scientist, a pilot, a teacher. So when you hear these words, which image comes to your mind? Okay, that you need to be draw your, okay, not perfectly, you try to do this one. Okay, this is one of the activities. So after that, what you have to do that, see what image your class drew by filling the table below. So you need to be fill up this one. Okay, so with the help of the teacher, that we could do it in the classroom, but in this pandemic period we are not able to do that. So number of male and female image separately each on the occupation. So that we need to be separate. So teacher male image, how many are there? Female image, how many are there? Like that. So farmers, factory workers, nurse, scientist, pilot, like that. So one of the things we need to be mentioned here. So this is gives the complete information. What is that? Are there more image men than women? That questions arise that. If it is yes, so that we consider that we are all in this what is that, the mindset, our mindset is still, it is like in a male dominate only. So like that we need to be doing that. So in what kind of jobs were there more image for men than women? Have all nurse been drawn as a female? Why? Okay, because nurse means we think about only female. Why? So that questions we need to be think about ourselves. And next one, are there fewer image of female farmers? If so, why? Okay, if it is not female farmers means why it is not happening like that, we need to be think that. So dear children, in all the areas women are participating. So there is an image, okay, you could see that the two women are working in a agriculture field. Okay, just see that what is this thing about that. 83.6% of the working women in India are engaging in agriculture work. See how much? 83.6% of the working women in India are engaging in agriculture. Dear children, our complete India's populations, you know. So in that, 65% of the people or population are dependent on agriculture. How many? 65% of the overall population uh, depend on this one agriculture only. So here, among the 100% of the women, 83.6% are what is that? Engaging in agriculture work. Okay, their work includes which are that planting, weeding, harvesting, okay, threshing. So yet when think of the farmers means we think of only man. So they are also be working equal to man only. But we think only about that. What is that? So they are only men working at farmers. Okay, men are farmers. So women are they are not farmers like that. We are thinking. Okay. So here another thing is about that so whatever the activity is given to you, the same thing it was given to in a one of the class. Okay. So what is that? It is Rosie ma'am class. Okay. So she has 30 children in her class. She did the same exercise in her class, and here is the result. What is that? See that. Focus on this one. Teachers teacher means the male image comes that only 5 men. Okay, so and female 25. So here, so the teachers if the here the word teacher, that the female images are more. Farmers means only men. Okay, not even a single female. And factory workers, so that is male only. So remaining five, it has given. And nurse, that is also completely female. So we they think that no nurse are from which one? Male. And scientist, so 25 and 5. And pilot, 27 and 3. So this is called domination or discrimination. So our mentality is fixed in this way. So here, dear children, it says that because so many people believe in these, so just focus on this one. So they are certain. In this chart we could see now that the teachers means the only females are going to be considered as the teachers. What about others? See, like that, huh? And farmers means the hard working characters. So farmers means hard work. So hard working characters, usually the male its images comes to them. So why? Because they are all thinking about that. Okay, so this hard working means the male is only suitable. Why women are not able to do that? They are also be do. So here let's focus on this one. So this kind of this discriminations, it's come found that because so many people believe in this stereotype. Okay, so many girls do not get the same support that boys do the studies and train become doctors or engineers. They won't get sufficient support. See, your parents are supporting to send you to that, okay, to the one of the prestigious school in the Mysore. Okay, so you're all coming here. If your parents or if your family it's not supporting to you to go for these things, okay, so what you do that you go for the other schools. Okay, so you won't get the proper educations. Why? Because it is badly required, but the support, valuable support is required to ensure the education and ensure the boys and girls both. Okay, so that stereotype we are going to be call this one. Okay, so remember the word stereotype. So what is stereotype? When we believe that people belonging to the particular group based on religious, wealth, language, are born to have certain fixed characteristic, or can only do the certain type of work. So they are fixed only for certain work. So such as we have said another nurse. Okay, nurse means only female. So like that, we create a stereotype. So in our mind, we fixed that. So that they need to be work for this only. They should not be do. So in the sixth standard, you already learned about that. Okay, boys should not cry in front of the crowd, isn't it? In sixth standard, you have studied. No, I think so. That it is considered as that. What is that? The stereotype. Okay, so this word you already learned in the previous class also. Okay, so these kinds of the activities, okay, that is called stereotype, prevent us from the looking of the people in a unique individual. So everybody are there in different characters, in different skills. See, if I am good at in teaching, so I am in that field. So you will be good at in drawing, you will be good at in singing, you will be good at in dance. So the individual unique individuals are different, isn't it? So that's why we need to be focused on individuals and support for this, that only stereotype should be removed. In most families, once girls finish schools, they are encouraged to their family to see marriage and the main aim of the life. So imagine still, though it is developed, still they are thinking only that what is that? Yes, they finish the college, or they finish the school. So 10th standard is completed. Let's get the marry. Okay, so like that. Or yes, nearby we have a school of college till PUC or plus two, so let's send the children's girls to that PUC. Then after let's marry that. So this is a thing. It's still available in our country. So this is a major aim or the stereotype. It's available in India. So here one of the female. Okay. So that is breaking the stereotype. So what it is that how she has broken that. Let's see now this one. Okay. So this is a the engine driver. Okay. So engine driver uh, usually are men, but 27 years 27 years old Lakshmi Lakra from poor tribal family in Jharkhand was begun to change things. How she changed? She became the first woman engine driver in Northern Railway. This is very important. Okay, who became the first engine driver in the Northern Railway? That is Lakshmi Lakram. Okay, so Lakshmi's parents, as we know that, sure they are not literate, illiterate, we can say that, but they struggled and overcome of the hardship to make their child to good education. So Lakshmi studied in a government school. So you know that some of the schools in a government they provide good education, and most of the schools will not be concentrated on East students. So even in school, Lakshmi helped with the housework. Okay, and did odd jobs other than the education. She did the housework and odd jobs. So that such as after the schools, she was working for the other because they need to lead their life. Okay, so she studied hard and did well. They went on a get a diploma in electronics. Diploma in electronics after the 10th standard. Directly they go for the diploma. Okay, she then took the railway board exam and passed on a first attempt only. In the first attempt only, she passed because she completed electronics, diploma in electronics. So Lakshmi says, "What's her opinion about this one? I love challenge, and moment somebody say it is not for girls, I make sure I go ahead and do it. That if somebody says that this is not suitable for the girls, mean she took the same whatever the negative things they are saying that only she is going for do that one. So this is the challenging thing should become from the woman. Okay, so Lakshmi has had to do this several times in her life when she wanted to take electronics, when she rode motorcycle at the polytechnics, and when she decided to become engineer driver. So this is step by step she has taken that. So first she took the electronics, she rode by motorcycle, okay, like bike, and she had also been decided to become engine driver. So these are all against the woman, and that was not be supported by the society, but she took the challenge and go ahead, move ahead. So our philosophy is simple. What is that? As long as I am having fun without harming anyone, as long as I am doing well and helping my parents, why should not lead lead a lifestyle of my choice? So if I'm not harming anyone, okay, if I'm doing well, and if I'm helping my parents, why should I bother to others, and why should I change my lifestyle? So like that. So this is the thing. So she's not hurting anyone, she's not harming anyone, she's doing well, and she's helping the parents, okay, and she's going with her choice. So this is the thing it was done. So there was a book about this one. What is that? Driving Her Train by Neeta Lal, women's feature. um, what is the service? So on this the topic has been taken, this one. Okay, this is one of the interesting story. Now here is another important to understand that we live in a society in which all children face the pressure from the world around them. So sometimes these come in form of demand from adults. At other times, they can just be because of unfair teasing by our own friends. We could see, that in schools, in college, usually in the movies and all, you had seen that, huh? Teasing, ragging, those, how it is affecting, okay, on the people, on the students. So that we need to be focused on this one. Boys are uh, pressurized to think about the getting a job that will pay good salary. Usually boys means you could see that in your neighborhoods or in your families also, you could see that. So it is common, it is not only in your family, it is in everywhere. It's common in our society, is fixed that, okay, boys means they need to work hard and they need to get the good salary, okay, that to more salary, that is only the focusing. They are also tease and bully if they do not behave like other boys. So if they are silent, if they are not dominating like that, like boys means, so they are also be teased like that. So because of this one, some of the boys will be nervous to face the society. So why? Because that the character, it is depends, or it's formed on the basis of the atmosphere of our surrounding and the family background, that we need to be understand. But the society, though they are knowing very well about that, they are not going to be follow this one. Okay, so this is so here. Uh, okay uh, there is one of the image in a page number 58. So this is one sequence has been given, that okay, how the parents are forcing the Xavier. Okay, so Xavier means what was happy with the result about the class 10th board exam. Though his marks in science and marks are not high, he had done well in the favorite subject, history and languages, because he liked the subjects. When his parents saw his report card, however, they did not look pleased at all. What is that? The conversation. Let's focus on the conversation. My goodness, Xavier, you have managed only 65% in maths. Your marks in physics are low too. So this is a thing they are explaining that. But Xavier is respond. I know, Mama, but it's okay because I don't want to take maths or science. I want to study history. So here they think about that history means how it is an opinion about this stereotype. We are going to call this one. See now, why do you want to take history? Think about your future. You have to get a good job. History will not help. It has no scope. But the Xavier's response that, but I don't like maths or science. So because be sensible, son. Take maths and you can study computers side by side. The job market for computer is very good. So here, this is a thing, the conversation. So stereotype, what is that? The maths and science in this field, it provides a good job and high salary, isn't it? They go for the engineering, they go for the what is that, medical field, or they go for the engineering field. So this is the providing that one. So that's why they are all fond of this one, the Xavier. Okay, they are forcing him, but he interested in language. Mainly, he focus on history. So this is the thing. So if you are in this position, what you're going to do that? So that you need to be think about this one. Okay. So this is about the Xavier. So now let's about that learning for the change. So you could see that the women are working in the field. So what they are doing, they are working in a weaving. Okay. So what is that? Let's focus on this one. So learning for change. So learning means what? What is that? Knowing the new thing. That is only called that. That means educating. That is called that learning. Learning for change. What is that, Celestino? Going to school is an extremely important part of life. Okay, it is very important. If you not just imagine, dear children, if you are not gone to the school, just think about that how you would be, because you're not able to get like this. Okay, so means if you want to search, if you want to buy something, if you want to share something, okay, or if you want to get the opinion about the some of the products, for example, you wanted to know about this one, how is the what is the lesson about this woman change the world. Okay, so that lesson you need to be know about that. So you'll discuss with your parents, you discuss with your friends, you discuss with your teacher. Okay, some knowledge you'll get it about them, but you need some more informations. How you are going to do that? Okay, so you are going to with the libraries, books you'll collect it there, because it's provided you that education. Okay, so because of all these things, okay, the learning, the going for the school, it's very important. So as more and more children enter school every year, we begin to think that it is normal for all children to go to school. It is not restricted for any children. So, according to the Constitution, so in 1947 we received the independence from the British. So in 1947 the Constitution approved and came to the Act in 1950 Jan 26th. From there we are thinking about that education for everyone. Okay, so adult education. Adult means those who are not received the education still 30 years. Okay, so after the schooling hours or schooling time, the adult education has been implemented, and also be from age 6 to 14 years. So the continuous education should be received by the every children of the India. So such as free and compulsory education. Okay, so that has been implemented. So it is quite common in that. So they are going to school means in the olden days, though we got freedom, no, by the time if they are going to school means yes, they are rich. Okay, like that they were thinking. So only rich people were going to the school. Now, what is that? Even the ordinary people, everybody are going there. So it is not about that. So not a matter caste, gender, okay, religion, any discrimination will not be done. So education or the school life, it is for common for everyone. So today it is difficult for us to imagine that the school and learning could be seen at out of bounds and not appropriate for some children. But in the past, the skill of reading and the writing was known for only few, as I said that. Most children learned the work their families and elder did. Okay, so whoever learned based on that, they were learning that. For girls, the situation was worst. So just think about that. Only boys were going there. That too in a rich families, or that too those who are elders at home, they were teaching them if they learned. But girls were not allowed to teach, or they are not. They are just engaging the householding work. So for girls, the situation was worse. In communities that taught sons to read and write, daughters were not allowed to learn the alphabets. So this is the thing they were happening that even in the families, was skill like pottery, weaving, craft were taught. But just think about dear children, it's very important. The families were skilled in that. So pottery work, pottery and potters or weavers and craft, we are going to say all that. Those families, They taught the work to the women also. The contribution of daughter and woman was only seen in the supportive. They are supportives, though they are working, they are main workers of those. They are not being considered as that they are the weavers and they are the craft person, they are the pottery. For example, pottery trade. Women collect the mud and prepare the earth for the pot, since they did not prepare the wheel. So they were seen as a potter. They were not seen as a potters because women are restricted for household. They are not highlighted for the society. So this is a thing why they neglected. Understand? So this is a thing. It's very important. In the 19th century, so this is in the olden days. In 19th century, the time has been changed. So during the British rule only, Raja Ram Mohan Rai. I think you heard this word, Raja Ram Mohan Rai, father of Indian social reformer, like that we are going to say this one. Okay, so Raja Ram Mohan Rai, he contributed many things. Okay, what he has contributed, so such as, okay, whatever the things he contributed. So sati system was there. So if the husband is died, so even the wife also be get buried along with the husband. So this was a sati system. So this was cancelled. Okay, so by the British, who made this one? Raja Ram Mohan Roy forced the East India Company to do this one. And another thing is about that education. So Raja Ram Mohan Roy forced the Governor General or East India Company to provide the complete education or English education or Western educations to our country. So in the 18th century or 19th century, this kind of the education or this the education for everyone, it's implemented in India. So that's why in the 19th century, the government is started to establish the schools, establish the college, establish the universities. Okay, like that it has been started. So in the 19th century, many new ideas about education and learning emerged. Schools became more common and communities had never learned. Okay, and reading and writing started to sending their children to school, but there was a lot of oppositions to educating girls even then. See, though it is started, they were ready to send the boys, they were not ready to send the girls. Okay, so yet many women and men made efforts to open schools for the girls. Women struggled a lot for this one. So just think about this one. Okay, somebody is holding ice cream. Okay, somebody is holding ice cream and eating. So you are sitting or you are nearby to that boy or that girl. So what do you think about that? You need to have that or taste this one. So the same like the situation, those who are having the ice cream or those who are going to the school, it was like they were having the ice cream. So when they are going, somebody who are watching, no, so that was considered as that. What is that? They are all considered as that. What is that? So they wanted to have this one. Even I to have this. I to taste this one, like that. They were thinking about this one. Understand? So like this, the situation was created for girls during the time. So here there was a picture about this one. You could see that Rama Bai. Okay. So with her daughter, the picture has been given here. She born in 1858 and died in 1922. So the champion the cause of women education. So what is it that she never went to the school? She never went to the school, but learned to read and write from her parents. This is very important. So she was given the title Pandita because she could read and write Sanskrit. So Pandita, the word was given for whom? That only for the male, the two in the Brahmin category. Okay, those who are able to read the Sanskrit. But this is she was only the lady read about the Pandita and received the title Pandita. And remarkable achievement as women then um, went. So they then were not allowed such knowledge. she went on to set up a mission in a mission on in Kedagon near Pune in 1898, where widows and poor women were encouraged not only to become a literate, but not to be independent, not to be educated or literate. Along with that, they were teaching them. They were making that how to read this thing, everything. Okay. So they were taught the various skills from carpentry to running a printing press, skill that are not usually taught in the girls even today. So even today, so just think about that printing press. Printing press means you invitation cards, visiting cards. You could see that who prepare that one. DTP work. We are going to say that who do that. Usually the men are doing this one. So during the time only, this Ramabai was encourage the peoples to engage this one. Okay. And also be printing press can be seen in the pictures on the top of the corner. Okay, Ramabai's mission still active today. Okay, so now page number what is it? Page number 60. There is one Rashundri Devi. So this is about that Rashundri Devi, like we have learned now, Ramabai, like that. Okay. So what is Rashundri Devi? What she did? Let's focus on this one. So Rashundri Devi. So she born in 1890. She died. So here she was born in West Bengal. Okay. So around 200 years back, she was living here. So just think about the children here. At the age of 60, she wrote her autobiography in Bangla. Okay, she wrote her autobiography in Bangla. What is the age? 60. So here, her book title is, what is that? Amar Jiban. Amar Jiban, the first known autobiography written by Indian woman. It's very important because by the time no woman or no girl were educated or literate. Okay, so she was the first woman to write this. At the age of 60, she wrote her autobiography. Autobiography means our life story written by ourselves. That is autobiography. Biography means our life story written by somebody. That is biography. Autobiography means ourselves will write it that. That is autobiography. Which language she written that? In a Bangla. Okay. So it's in a language of Bengal. So the name of the book is Amar Jiban. So the first known autobiography written by Indian woman. Okay. So Rashundari Devi was a housewife from a rich lord family. So she's rich family, but she just busy with housewife. Okay, so she was working only for the householding things only. So as per that, though they are belongs to the what is that? Which one? The rich family. So they are also be restricted. Women are only for householding work. So she would bring bad luck to her. So if what is the thought about that? Why they were not allowing that? That question will arise. No, because if the woman goes to the education, if the woman go for the education or educated, then she brings the bad luck or she brings the death for the husband. This was the thing. It was given that. So, but that's why they were not allowing the women to go for the school. So she taught herself how to read and write in secret. So she taught herself how to read and write. So, well, after the marriage, how is that? See, she explained in her what is that book in autobiography how she has spent and how she has planned. So, she won. Just I'm going to brief this one, okay? So, just you can focus on this story afterwards. So, she was not able to get to have food. Okay, she was not able to have food. So that much of the work she was having this having the having. So she was always busy doing the household things and preparing the lunch, preparing the breakfast, preparing dinner and tea, like that. It was She was busy in taking care of other things. So though she was interested, okay, to get the education, okay, not only her, so she's a representative of other women, okay. So by the time, so she was working till midnight, and morning she need to be woke up earlier, okay. So though she is 14 years old to get married by the time, so she was taking care of everything. So but the religious manuscripts they wanted to be read, and she need to be understand about that. One day she had a dream about that. She was reading the manuscript Chaitanya Bhagavat. Okay, so that is one of the life story of saint. Okay, Chaitanya Bhagavat, you know that very well. So in the next day, she heard the word about the Chaitanya Bhagavat book. Okay, so her husband kept the book beside the son, elder son. So he was reading. So when I asked, you just bring me the book. I'll read like that. So without knowing to her child or the elder son, she went there and took the sum of the page from that book and took out that. Okay, so then the boy was learning the practicing the alphabet. So then afterwards she was learning how what it is, what is that, and everything. She started to learn from one by one this one. Okay, so like this she started to learn the alphabets. Then afterwards she started to read the Chaitanya Bhagavat. Through her own writing, she also gave the world an opportunity to read the women's lives in those days. So, Rashundari Devi wrote about her everyday's life experience in detail. So, from day to day, whatever she is doing, everything she has explained there. So, this is clearly said that how she is mainly getting the workload, and she was burdening herself. So this was not so. She is rich, belongs to rich family. Just think about that other people, the poor people, middle class people, or common people. So that was only difficult thing we could see that. So there were days when she did not have the moment to rest, no time to have to sit down and eat. So doing the work only, she wanted to have the food. So such thing, the that is what is the Sarah story she had written this one. Okay, so this is a thing she had given this one. Okay. Mm, that so these are all the major things we have learned this one. Okay, so dear children, so by this I'm going to conclude this one. If you have any doubts related to this, we can discuss.